Welcome guys and girls, I am back after a long break. In today's video I'll be doing something different. It's a new almost mini series. I was going to label it I Will Make It Work, and it will focus on trying to make the weaker weapons better than what they are. Starting off with the Gorgon. Yes, I know it. This is aimed at newer players, and seeing I've only just started, it's a start. Anyway, with the Gorgon, just looking at base stats alone, you know it's gonna be crit. Its base crit is 17%, so you know you're building it for crit. This is the start of the build. Once you get a catalyst involved, you should really be aiming to get Vital Sense on there, which increases your crit multiplier, and using Point Strike you increase that 17% crit chance to 21.3%. That's not including leveling that up. If you were to have max Point Strike, that'll put up to 42.5%. If we were to actually max Vital Sense, this is never planned. And as you can see, if we just level up Vital Sense to the max, so it's an extra 100%, 120% critical damage, that'll bring your overall critical damage up to 3.3%. We set up something like this, just as like a basic start to such a beginner weapon. You'll get the weapon through the blueprint dropping from heavy gunners. So just alone with those mods, and I've just forgotten what mods I've used. Just using the mods Split Chamber, a Flawed Serration. I remember when that used to be called Damaged. Don't know why it was changed, but it was. And maxed Point Strike. All of that. Let's go and test it out. Now, seeing I don't have the Simulacrum from Cephalon Similaris yet, I'll be going to Gabby on Ceres. As you know, that is where I do my No Mods challenge, which I haven't done in ages, but I want to do again. It's just an infested survival.
You must provide cover for a lone Tenno operative. Set off the alarms and keep the infested busy. The infested are releasing toxic spores into the area.
Just find
the emergency life support I am delivering is your only chance for survival.
Good enough.
The first life support capsule has arrived.
As you can see, it'll hit off crits pretty easily.
Fallen enemies
And
will
as I said, this is aimed towards more starting rather than late game. So obviously, as you get more mods like Vigilante Armaments, I think it is, which gives you extra multi-shot and stuff, and once you've obviously put a catalyst on all of that, you will find that it is outperforming other stuff. As you can see, that the crit numbers are lowish.
Life support incoming.
There's something like this where it's got a high rate of fire. The low damage is just compensating for the high rate of fire. Obviously, with more crit and with higher crit chance, you'll be doing more damage.
Additional life support has arrived.
Another thing which I found out, which I didn't know before, it's a rookie mistake. Vault's shield could also increase the critical damage. So look, now that we're in like 400 just because we're shooting through a shield. Let me try and get to a better angle. If you can find a vault and then just have a weapon with high crit chance,
get ready for a capsule.
You'll be in for a lot higher crit numbers than without a vault. This also goes with anybody else who increases critical stuffs, including Harrow. I think Harrow deals with critical stuffs.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
And yeah, this just proves that yes, they are low level, but seeing we were hitting like 50s earlier, we're now hitting what, like 100s, 200s, depending on the enemy type. Pretty sure I saw 1,000 there as well. Oopsie. But no, we're mainly hitting hundreds. Like that then was 600s, but their boilers are kind of weak, to be honest. Unfortunately, the crit damage multiplier doesn't stack through bolt shields. What does stack is the damage that you get. The extra little bit of damage you get through it.
Prepare for life support.
As you should know, Bolt's shield doesn't just increase the critical damage, it also increases a bit of the damage as well, just the base damage, because it adds a bit of electricity onto it. So that increase in damage plus the increase to crit damage, you get more damage overall.
Another life support capsule is now
seeing we're not using the Volt shield anymore, you can see that we're back to hitting roughly 50 to 60 in terms of crits. And even less so if they have armor. And we're already out of armor.
Extraction is ready.
But that's perfect timing, because that is
this will help our cause.
how you should go about modding the Gorgon
no amount of life support will
early
save
game.
you.
Early game you should focus on the crits and the damage, and if you've got a Volt or know a Volt friend,
That should keep you going for a while.
definitely ask them if they can be a more defensive Volt. That should be another video, but a defensive vault build.
Life support on the way.
But, yeah, that'll be another video. But yeah, as you can see, just gear it mainly towards your critical chance and critical damage. Try and put base damage and base multi-shot in. You could put wildfire in as well somewhere when you eventually get your catalysts to increase, as it says here, increase the magazine size and just have some extra heat damage, so that when it passes through the Volt Shield, if you do decide to go Volt Shield as well, that'll make it radiation damage. And even though it's only a 16.4% status chance, including split chamber for the multi-shot, you can, there's still that little chance you will proc radiation. So that's pretty much it for this build, I guess, this early build. It should probably be classed, this video should probably be called early builds, for early stuff. I'm going to play that again just without any other weapon. In fact, no, I should have an Amethyst just in case. I'll do that again, but without a secondary. Maybe somewhat more difficult. So we'll go here for defense, because it's a little more difficult, but it shouldn't be impossible.
The enemy is at our doorstep.
I do prefer going against the infested than any other
reinforcements arrive.
Faction, just because they're easier to kill. So for our first test, this is just what is two level 20s. As you can see, we're still hitting crits. We're still hitting crits for like 56, 54. We put on a shield. Now we're in for hundreds, I believe. Around 100 more. Yeah, I'm trying not to use my instinct to just hitting everything with an Amethyst, because Amethyst is by far one of my favourite melee weapons. I mean, ever since the previous videos I had done were all done on Xbox, but this, despite having the controls the same as Xbox, this is actually on PC now. And yeah, I've always used the Amethyst since my time on Xbox, which was Mastery Rank 17, I believe. Use the shield once more to increase our damage. The Amethyst is such a good weapon. But in terms of the Gorgon, it can be good if you mod it correctly. If you mod it for that crit, the crit damage and crit chance, and also just getting that little extra damage in where you can, with a Volt and maybe some other people who increase damage like Rhino and maybe Harrow as well, you could really ramp up a Gorgon's damage to an extent where it's actually viable in higher levels. Like even now, against level what, 26? Even against level 26 enemies, it may still be quite low for most, but it's still keeping up, I think. Yeah, it doesn't exactly one-shot like the cigarettes does, but it does well. It does well. Oopsie. Alright, so let's try it against this disruptor, shall we? Absolutely not. There was even some 600s in there, so I believe that the Gorgon can be used in higher levels, provided you've set up correctly. The only problem I have with the Gorgon is, as you can see, I'm basically out of ammo. The ammo consumption on this weapon is stupidly high. You may be able to deal a lot of damage when modded correctly, but it burns through ammo like fire burning stuff. Just burns through a lot of ammo really quickly. That's all you need to know. You could whack on ammo mutations though to make it so that you can pick up pretty much any ammo and still like have it for your rifle. In this case it's the Gorgon, but you want to try and get as much damage out of the Gorgon as you can, so you use less bullets to kill stuff quicker. So that just about sums up everything to do with the Gorgon and how to set up early game. Just set it up for crits, crit chance and crit damage. Try and get as much damage as you can, and worry about your ammo consumption as much as possible whilst you're playing with the damage mods. Because that's what you'll be worrying about most when playing Gorgon, is the ammo. Even though, as I said, you could whack ammo mutations on it, but I just think you need that extra damage. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.